Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to the channel, and happy Thanksgiving to you all. I hope you guys are enjoying all the Thanksgiving festivities and you've had plenty of turkey. We actually are enjoying turkey right now with you guys as well. We're actually in Missouri with my family, but I'm actually still in Kentucky. See, it's so weird to talk to you guys in the future, but in the present, but in the past. You see what I mean? Like right now, I'm in the past, but I'm talking to you in the future, but you're watching it in the present. See how hard that is to keep track of? But anyway, we hope you guys are having a great Thanksgiving, and we have so much to be thankful for. We're thankful for the fact that we got to go on this trip this year, that we made it all the way to Maine, that we did it without having too many problems, and we're thankful that all you guys decided to watch our adventures with us. And we're also very thankful that we're getting to spend time with family today. And to be honest, I think we're all a little thankful that this trip to Maine is finally coming to an end. We had a great time, but we were ready to get home back to Texas, spend time with family, enjoy the holidays. And as you guys know, we have a lot of things to do to that guy back there to get us ready for next year. So we want to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for hanging out with us the entire year. We love you, and we hope you have a great rest of your turkey day. All right, back to past Kevin, or my present Kevin, or my future Kevin. See, it's so hard to figure out what I am versus what I'm gonna be when you guys finally watch. But today is November 2nd, so we're about 3 weeks ahead of you guys. We don't normally like to be 3 weeks ahead, but we just got done having an amazing time here in Louisville, Kentucky with Phil and Lolo and the gang, and we filmed more videos than we planned on it. So we're a little bit ahead now, but we had a great time when they were here. All right, so when we first got here to Louisville, Kentucky, we had a huge surprise for the girls. A surprise that we've been building up for quite a while. It was Phil and Lolo and Thomas and Beverly. They came all the way from Texas to hang out with us here in Louisville, Kentucky. By the way, that's a huge cliff right there. I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like from down there later. This is the cabin that Phil and Lolo stayed in when they were here. It's been pretty empty since they left. Actually, the whole RV park has been very empty since Halloween ended. We started our adventures here in Louisville, Kentucky with Phil and Lolo and the gang by taking them to the Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory. It was really awesome to learn about the Louisville Slugger history, and we got to see how they make bats. When we got done with the Louisville Slugger Museum, we were hungry, so we looked for a place to eat. But on the way there, we found the Big 4 Bridge. It's an old railroad bridge that runs from Kentucky to Indiana. It took some work, but we convinced Phil to walk to the middle of the bridge so he could say he was in 2 states at once, and rewarded him with some dinner at Pig Beach Barbecue, which was also an awesome place to eat. Plus, they let us put a Paving New Pass sticker on the front entrance when you walk in. If you're ever there, take a picture of our sticker and tag us. So we gave Phil the night off because the next day was even more epic. We started off by taking him to the Churchill Downs, which is the famous horse track here in Louisville that they run the Kentucky Derby on. We got a full tour of the place. It was awesome. And when we got done, we got to go explore the Kentucky Derby Horse Museum. If you've never been there, it's an amazing experience. We know nothing about horse racing, but we left there wanting to go see a horse race. If you're ever in Kentucky, make sure you check out all the horse racing. All right, so we've had 2 full days of walking around, and you guys know how much Phil loves to walk, so we decided to give him a day off. Instead of walking around exploring, we decided to make Phil walk around the RV park, and he gave us a tour. I actually loved filming that section. That was the most fun I've ever had, filming a tour of an RV park. You guys let me know. Should we have Phil help us out more often on RV park tours? And then we spent the rest of the day barbecuing and just hanging out as a family. All right, so Phil had enough rest and it was time to go adventuring again. So we decided to take him to a cave. There's actually a thing in Louisville called the Mega Cavern. It's a retired mine that's under the city, and it's got 17 miles of tour under. So you ride around in a Jeep and a trailer and explore these caverns. Unfortunately, we didn't do our research, and the tour part is actually closed because they're converting it from Halloween time to Christmas time. It was still a cool place, but we struck out big time on that one. But it led to an awesome afternoon. Plan B for the day, we wanted to go see a bourbon distillery. They're everywhere here and they're super popular in Kentucky. Turns out they're way more popular than we thought. It's almost impossible to get 9 tickets for a 20-person tour the day of. Fortunately for us though, Jim Beam lets you tour the campus and it's only about 8 miles away from here. Plus they have a restaurant and we got to do a meet the family tasting with a host. The bourbon distilleries here are awesome. If you've never done it and if you don't drink bourbon, at least go check out the campus and see how they make things. There's a lot of history there and it's really the most beautiful thing you'll see here in Kentucky. Well, besides the horse farms, but the bourbon here is awesome. By the way, that's the cliff I was talking about earlier when I said you might fall off there. And right behind you guys is a river. Have I mentioned how awesome the trails are here at this park? I have loved walking on these trails and get my steps in every day. And for our last adventure with Phil and Lolo and Thomas and Beverly, they wanted to see the Ark Encounter. We just saw it last week, but it's worth a second trip. Plus, we got to do things that we didn't get to do the first time because it was raining. The kids got to ride camels, and the carousel and all the virtual reality was open, plus the playground. They gave it 2 thumbs up. Phil and Lolo had a great time, and we had a great time because we saw things the second time around that we didn't even notice the first time. If you're ever here, make sure you check out the Ark Encounter. Look at that view. They actually have 2 rivers that come together right here. It's actually been full of fishermen the whole week, but the weather has changed dramatically and I think the fishing is done here in Kentucky. So Phil and Lolo finished their stay up by letting the kids carve pumpkins, and then they took them on their last Halloween trick-or-treating of the year. It was actually the real Halloween trick-or-treating of the year, but they got to go Halloween trick-or-treating one more time. And then it came time for Phil and Lolo to pack up and head back to Texas. We had a great time with them and we can't wait to see them again. And actually, as you're watching this, we will be seeing Phil and Lolo in about a week. See you guys soon. Man, that looks pretty, doesn't it? Well, it's actually looks prettier than it feels. So when Phil and Lolo left, it started raining, and when it got done raining, winter showed up. So when they were here, it was highs in the 70s, lows in the 40s. When the rain stopped, we're now highs in the 40s, lows in the 20s. And it looks like fall is done. The trees are no longer pretty. They lost all their leaves. They're all on the ground, and winter is definitely here. So be glad you left because it got much colder as soon as you did. So it's officially that time of year where you have to start doing things differently because it's cold outside. And we usually spend about a month every year dealing with the cold weather. We're from Texas. We try not to ever be somewhere cold on purpose, but we can survive in the cold weather if we have to. I know a lot of you guys are gonna laugh about cold. What I mean by cold is anytime the temperature goes below 30. It's not that we're actually cold, but when things go below 30, you have to start doing things differently in terms of RV stuff. So one, we have to start making sure we have propane. We need the furnace on to help keep the trailer warm. Plus, we don't want all the important stuff like the water system that is perfectly sound to freeze up and break. We would hate for that to break and us have to work on it. Also, we have to start pulling in all of our water stuff, so we can't leave our water softener and our water filters outside because they will freeze up. So right now, we're having to fill the onboard tanks and use our pump, which has turned out to be a blessing because now I don't have to worry about if I have a new leak downstairs, because when the pump's on, I'll hear it running. That is the things you have to do when winter shows up if you're gonna travel in an RV. Now I know you guys love having Phil on the channel, but don't you worry, you only have a few more videos and we'll be back home in Texas and you'll get to see all the Phil you can handle. Speaking of getting back home to Texas, you guys will not believe the list of things we have to do in the time we're gonna be there. Tons of maintenance, we have repairs, including a basement renovation coming up. We have things that are worn out and need to be replaced. We have a lot of things that we've been putting off and trying to manage until we got home. Not to mention, we've been in this RV now for 10 months without a break, so it's time to purge it and clean it out. And this is something that we do every single year. Even though we live full-time on the road, every year we go home, we visit with family, we do repairs and maintenance, we purge, and we prepare for the next trip out. This is also the time when we take care of all the adulting things. We need to go see the pediatrician. We need to go see our doctors. We need to all get our teeth looked at. We need to go see the optometrist. We have to go see every doctor and do every checkup and get all of our shots and everything we need to do now so that next year when we're on the road, we're prepared. And then there's the YouTube side of things. This is the time of year where we are working on contracts for next year's sponsors. We're also trying to work on what giveaways we will do next year. Did you guys enjoy the giveaways? Were the giveaways fun for you? The people that received them, do you enjoy your products? We love doing the giveaways, but what do you guys think? Do you want to see more giveaways next year, or do you want to see less giveaways next year? We're also going to take this time to work on some new merch stuff for our store, and we will start the task of trying to plan next year's adventures. We still haven't decided. Are we heading west next year? Are we coming back up the middle to the Midwest of America? We don't know yet. We're still thinking about it. You guys let us know. Where should we go next? And normally, all that would be a problem for future Kevin. But future Kevin needs help from present Kevin right now, because I gotta start thinking about everything I wanna do. A lot of these jobs have parts that I need to order and things I just can't find at the Blue Store. So I appreciate all you guys who reached out to me and helped me with suggestions on tires for the truck and the RV. And I really appreciate all the guys who are helping me with the water system and the manifold and all the ideas I have in my head up here about how to make my basement awesome again. Look guys, I'm so sorry, but what I have in my head about my basement, I'm hoping when I'm done that you guys like it so much, you just have to do it yourself. So that brings up my next question. I told you guys I have tons of work to do. I actually have so much work that I don't know how to film it. I'm thinking I'm gonna film a video every single day. And the day ends, the video's over with. And you'll get it as a daily vlog type thing. May not be a video every day, but it'll definitely be more than 2 videos a week. And then when I'm done with all my projects, I'll make recap videos of each specific project that we completed. That way, if you just want to see the water system, there'll be a video just about the water system. And if you want to see something about the axles, the brakes, or the bearings, you can watch a video just about that. But for the sake of filming, I'm thinking I'm turning the camera on every morning, and whatever we do for the day, me and you, we'll do it together. And when the day is over, we'll end the video, and we'll see you in the morning. Let me know what you think. All right, so enough about work. Let's talk about what we have left on this trip to Maine. Well, now it's the trip back home to Texas. We have 4 more moves. Tomorrow is one of them. We leave Louisville, Kentucky, and we're heading right down the road to Cave City, Kentucky. We will be there for 7 days, and then we move our last time for an adventure. We go to Springfield, Illinois. And then when we get down there, we're gonna head right down the road to Branson, Missouri, where we will spend Thanksgiving with my family, what we're actually doing today while you guys are watching this video. And then when we pack up there, that's our last move. We will beeline it from Branson, Missouri back to Texas. And we will be there for the Christmas holidays and New Year's and all that other stuff I just mentioned a minute ago. And since the trip is coming to a close soon, that gives us a chance to think about all the videos we can do discussing this trip. Like, we want to share with you guys all the places we stayed and when we thought about them, as well as how much it cost us to go to Maine and back, all the things that we broke and had to repair along the way. You tell me, what kind of videos do you guys want to see? Because we have tons of information recapping this entire year that we would love to share with you. And that brings us back to the RV. It's time to get this thing ready to travel. We need to put diesel in the truck, we need to top off the propane tanks, and we have to fill our tanks full of water right now because the RV park had a freeze last night. They're having problems with their water and they need to shut it off. So we're filling our tanks right now so that we can have water tonight. And we have to pack this thing up and get it ready to travel tomorrow to Cave City. So see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning guys, and welcome to move day. And I think today is gonna be a new record for the shortest move we've ever had. It's only 60 miles right down the road to Cave City, Kentucky. But on that drive, we leave Eastern Time Zone and we go back to Central Time Zone. So essentially, we're gonna get there at the same time we leave here. So it's almost like we didn't travel at all. But first, we gotta get the RV hooked up and get out of here. All right, we're all hooked up.
We are.
It's a little bit chilly today.
We got a big travel day.
We do have a big travel day. And now it's time to get out of this park. And normally I would tell you guys about rocks, poles, and trees because that's what KOA does. And they do it here too. But everyone left the park. So I basically have 14 ways to get out. And I watched a big giant Class A leave this morning. And I'm gonna go through his site. I'm gonna cheat.
Sounds good to me. Easy is best.
Y'all ready for a train horn and a goodbye to Louisville, Kentucky?
Poor Kentucky. I don't want to leave you. I love Kentucky.
I lied to you.
About?
It's gonna be longer than 0 minutes to get there. We're not gonna get there at the same time we leave.
Really?
It's actually a 7-minute drive.
A 7-minute drive. I think I can handle that. So I just learned I was wrong. We're actually staying in Kentucky. For some reason, I thought we were going to Illinois today. So, yay! Bowling Green, Kentucky. I knew this. I just temporarily forgot.
We're going to Cave City, Kentucky.
Oh, God.
But we are going to Bowling Green when we're there. Now you've ruined the surprise.
Do you see why I don't get to make the plans? Because I can't keep them straight even the day of. Hey, girls.
I wouldn't get started yet. This traffic up there sometimes, I mean, you can start. We'll just wait. We'll cut it down. You won't see the traffic.
Are y'all ready to say bye to this RV park? Yeah! Say bye, Louisville.
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 You were good, Louisville.
You are good. I wouldn't be sad to
we
leave
gotta
here.
go.
Oh,
Y'all ready?
Go.
The train horn waits for no one.
Yay!
Couldn't have timed that any better. Well, that was a quick 7-minute drive. Welcome to Cave Country RV Park in Cave City, Kentucky. And welcome to Central Time Zone. This is gonna be a big deal to get in this spot.
Uh-oh, why?
It's that right there. She said just pull forward and you're in your spot.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I could do this.
All right, we're in our site. Did I mention it's cold and windy?
It's so chilly.
We have these huge pull-through sites, all gravel, nothing fancy, but we knew that because we're not here for the park, we're here for what's outside the park. We're gonna get set up here, and while I do, I'm gonna hand the camera off to my new assistant.
I'm Daddy's new assistant. I have a special guest. Here is Kaden. Hi. Hi, little cutie. Did you get done with your nap? Hi.
Hi.
Hi. What are you going to do?
Well, you know what I'm gonna do. I do it all the time.
You're going to set up.
I am.
While I record. You can see I'm wearing the same hat as Daddy.
You are.
With the roll on it.
Yeah, but look, yours is pink.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff
That is
in
a lot
there.
of stuff.
Why is there a spider web under here?
Because spiders build webs places.
How much fun we had with Grandma and Papa. So we went to the Ark again. There's like the Ark because Grandma and Papa didn't see it. I can't wait to see them again in 30 days. What's that? Do you want me to tell you what I want for Christmas? Well, it's really a lot. My first thing I want is a Care Bear. It's pink. Then I want a bike. Then a logo. Then a Barbie. Then a hula hoop. And that's it. Filming me. I'm filming you and you're filming me. Hi, Bob. I just quoted Bob. I'm going to be right back. Okay, promise. Please don't fall. You can bring that home. I'm back. Do you want to see our site? There's our site. Daddy, can I do the magic trick?
Well, so you can't do the magic trick unless you know you can do the magic trick.
I know I'm doing it.
No, like we have to, the magic trick has to start before the magic happens, then you have to come back after the magic's done.
Okay.
So like since we already unhooked it, we can't do the magic trick. We have to start before it's unhooked.
Okay.
Do you want me to hook it back up so you can do it?
Yeah.
It'd be easier if you do the magic trick that way.
Okay. I'm going inside. I'm hot.
Well, did you guys enjoy my new assistant? She's been doing a great job of helping me out with the videos. But we're here and we're set up at Cave County RV Park here in Cave City, Kentucky. It's a short stay. We only have 7 days here and there is a lot to do here. This is Mammoth Cave National Park country. Plus there's caves about everything. There's dinosaur stuff, and right down the road, we're gonna go see something that you guys may be surprised at, but there's a brand of another vehicle company in Bowling Green, Kentucky that I'm gonna make an epic video about. That's right, I'm going to film some GM products. We're going to the Corvette Museum while we're here as well. That's gonna do it for today's video. We love you, thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in the next one.